It's his fucking funeral. I don't care.
Tony Khan just keeps taking sips of that drink, man, because he's like, look, it's going to be a long night. It is going to be a long night sitting next to CM Punk after him winning a world title. And he's talking about everything under the sun and everybody under the sun except for the match that he just had, the title that he just won, and the guy that he just had the match with. And this is your world champion. This is the guy you want as the face of your company. CM Punk faced Jon Moxley last night for the AEW World Championship. CM Punk ended up beating Jon Moxley. Very questionable, but we knew it was going to happen. It was in Chicago. We all knew that, there was no way that CM Punk was walking out of Chicago. And I called it. There was no way that CM Punk was going to be walking out of Chicago without that AEW World Championship. However, MJF comes out. Now, I thought the whole disguise thing was kind of weird, but whatever. It happened. He got a massive pop. CM Punk, I assume, was pissed about it. But we knew it was going to happen. I'm sure CM Punk knew that it was going to happen, but obviously he wasn't too happy about it. He wasn't too thrilled about it. But we're going to get enough about All Out. So what happens in this video? CM Punk pretty much buries AEW. But we're going to get into it.
Just say your name and your...
Cool. Hi, Nick Hausman with Wrestling Inc.
I'll start, Nick. Show of hands. Who here fancies themselves as a journalist? You're a journalist, Nick? All right.
I try my best.
Okay. No.
I've said it before and I'll say it again. Nick Hausman has no idea what the fuck wrestling is. So anytime they pick on Nick Hausman, I'm completely fine with it.
When you did improv, who'd you do improv with?
I did it with Scott Colton.
Look at Tony's face. Look at Tony's face. He's like, But I will say this. CM Punk is already, one, showing unprofessionalism, which I'm sure I'm not the only person who has said that in the past 12 or 24 hours, is this guy's an unprofessional fucking prick. And it's funny because he uses that word later on in this. I wouldn't even call this a medium scrum. I would call this a long-winded promo from CM Punk. And by promo, I don't mean like this is. We already know this is real. This is 100% real. If it's not, and we're all getting work, this is a terrible job doing it because you're making you're making the company look bad.
Civil is a prefix for civilized, isn't it?
Okay, so you fancy yourself a journalist. Would you say you're friends with Scott Colton?
No, I haven't talked to Scott in some time.
So you're not friends with him?
No, Scott and I do not see eye to eye.
Oh, wow. Well, that makes two of us. My point is, if you fancy yourself a journalist, even if it's for the silly world of professional wrestling, and you have journalistic integrity, people who report things, mostly that are bullshit, and slanderous lies against myself, if you are friends with somebody.
Look at Tony's face. We're going to keep capturing Tony's face during this fucking medium scrum, by the way. Like, his facial expressions kill me, bro. They kill me.
Friends with somebody, you blew my spot. If you're not friends with them, I apologize.
It's okay.
But you should probably disclose who you're friends with.
I'm not friends with.
See, already, like, being an asshole, like, you should probably disclose who you're friends with. Like, bro, this is our AEW World two-time AEW World Champion, by the way. It gets worse.
I haven't had anything to do with Scott Colton in almost a decade. Probably wanted nothing to do with him even longer than that. It's fucking unfortunate that I have to come up here and speak on this when I'm on my time and this is a fucking business.
You're the one that's stopping everything and fucking doing it.
Why I'm a grown-ass adult man and I decide not to be friends with somebody is nobody else's fucking business. But my friends, if I fall backwards, will catch me. Scott Colton, I felt, never would have. My problem was I wanted to bring a guy with me to the top that did not want to see me at the top. Okay? You call it jealousy, you call it envy, whatever the fuck it is. My relationship with Scott Colton ended long before I paid all of his bills.
So he goes in this whole tirade about how he paid Colt Cabana's bills, and then how apparently Colt Cabana, like, he brings Colt Cabana's mom into this by the way. It gets nasty, man. And obviously, I'm not going to, show you guys all of it, obviously. But it gets pretty fucking nasty, man. Like, it's like, bro, why are you saying all of this shit? You just won the AEW World Championship. Like, this proves to you that CM Punk doesn't even give a shit about the AEW World Championship. We have yet to hear one word about him being the new AEW World Champion. And instead, talks about how other people are going in business for themselves while going into business for himself.
Him. Want nothing to do with him. Do not care where he works, where he doesn't work, where he eats, where he sleeps. And the fact that I have to get up here and do this in 2022 is fucking embarrassing. And if y'all are at fault, fuck you. If you're not, I apologize. But what did I ever do in this world to deserve an empty-headed fucking dumb fuck like Hangman Adam Page to go out on national television and fucking go into business for himself? For what? What did I do, Dave? What did I ever do?
You tell me.
Didn't do a goddamn thing.
So, and you can see Tony Khan's face as well. So you can already see CM Punk's going on this whole fucking rant now about Adam Hangman Page. Or Hangman Adam Page, however you say his name. And talks about how he went in business for himself. But here's the thing. Adam, and this comes straight from Bully, even Bully Ray says this. Bully Ray from Busted Open Radio says this. If he went into business for himself, at least he did it in front of CM Punk's face. Again, that's not me saying that. That's a WWE Hall of Famer saying that on national radio. He said, Hangman Adam Page went into business for himself in front of CM Punk, and CM Punk didn't do shit. CM Punk, like a pussy, waited until Adam Hangman Page was not out there the next week, or whenever the fuck it was, took a mic, roasted Adam Hangman Page, and Hangman Page couldn't do a damn thing about it. This is the guy we're fucking dealing with. This is the guy that is our new AEW World Champion. But you wouldn't know that because we are 3 minutes into this and he still has yet to say a word about being AEW World Champion. And instead, continues to bury AEW.
God agrees with that. Yes.
I made it really clear in Forbes, and I just want to make it clear again. Nick,
It's not his position to make it very fucking clear. There's people who...
Again, look at Tony Khan's face. You're going to cut off not only the president, the owner of the company, the guy that writes your checks, the guy that brought you in and made you a 2-time AEW World Champion. You're going to cut him off and say that it's not his position to make a comment on anything that involves his company and his vice presidents. Oh my God, man. I hate to use the word. I don't want to use the T word. Because I despise that word as well. But could it be that CM Punk is the toxic one? Even I had to cringe a little bit even after saying that word.
call themselves EVPs that should have fucking known better. This shit was none of their business. I understand sticking up for your fucking friends. I fucking get it. I stuck up for that guy more than anybody. Okay? I paid his bills until I didn't, and it was my decision not to.
Yeah, but I shouldn't have no commented when Nick first said it.
Hey, and when he's talking about that guy, he's talking about Colt Cabana, not Adam Hangman Page at this point. I know it gets kind of weird because he's just going, again, he's going off of this whole like long-winded fucking rant. You know what I mean? So he's just going back and forth between the VPs, the EVPs, Hangman Page, Colt Cabana. You know, he's going off on the Young Bucks or all of them. So, yeah.
It's my fault, and if I hadn't, it's my fault. It's my
I
fault.
appreciate
I
that.
should have
but
just taken it head on because you never said
But I'm trying to
anything.
run a fucking business, and when somebody who hasn't done a damn thing.
I hope there's alcohol in Tony Khan's fucking drink, in his cup, because for somebody that comes off as straight edge, or for somebody that claims that they're straight edge, CM Punk is he's coming off very drunk right now.
In this business, jeopardizes the first $1 million house that this company has ever drawn off of my back and goes on national television and does that, it's a disgrace to this industry, it's a disgrace to this company. Now, we're far beyond apologies, right? I gave him a fucking chance. It did not get handled, and you saw what I had to do, which was very regrettable, lowering myself to his fucking level. But that's where we're at right now. And I will still walk up and down this hallway and say, if you have a fucking problem with me.
Oh, yep, that's alcohol. You saw Khan's face, man. That's alcohol. He's like, yeah, I'm gonna need this.
Take it up with me. Let's fucking go.
Fucking posers.
What's your question, Nick?
First of all,
See? Like, dude's just a fucking, like, asshole for no reason. No reason at all. And this is to the media. I can't imagine what he's like. Yeah.
you're always very nice to me, and thank you. I wanted to ask you about MJF. Obviously, he played a voicemail from you before he came out. Obviously, confronted you, Punk. Why now? Why is MJF back in the fold now? How do you both feel about him being around? How do you feel about the time he spent away? All of that.
Well, if I may, I'm the one who asked him to come back because
Is this motherfucker really eating a piece of cake?
MJF's a big star in this company, and this is one of the biggest events. A year ago, CM Punk debuted here, and I thought it was right for the fans. And like I said, for the fans, I thought the best thing that we could do as a company was bring MJF back.
He wants me to work with pricks constantly. That's what it is.
MJF back.
He wants me to work with pricks constantly. That's what it is.
Nevertheless,
This is where these new generation of wrestlers get this fucking attitude. This is not some I don't know what goes through their heads. Like, I'm not even in this business, and I can tell that Tony Khan, he's not just a fanboy. He's not just one of the biggest fans of pro wrestling. He is the owner. He's the guy that writes the checks. He's a very, very, very smart dude. Now, when it comes to booking decisions, is he fucking retarded sometimes? Absolutely. But so was WWE not too long ago. If I'm Tony Khan, I'm going to have to tell CM Punk eventually, shut the fuck up. I'm the owner. I'm the boss. Okay? Let me decide what I want to speak on, and let me speak on it. Whether I want to say no comment or not. Let me speak on it. I'm the owner. I'm the president. I'm the end-all, be-all. I am where everything begins and everything ends. Sit down, eat your piece of cake, drink your fucking seltzer water or whatever the fuck that is. And I'll hang on to this fucking AEW World Championship because you still 5 minutes into a fucking media scrum after winning the AEW World Championship, you have yet to speak on it. On even the title.
two of the top wrestlers in the world, MJF and CM Punk. Could be a big match down the line.
Sorry to keep bringing this fucking up, but
Shut up, bitch!
I've never spoken.
This dude's fucking drunk. Now, not really drunk. I know he doesn't drink, okay? But this motherfucker CM Punk is acting drunk right now.
His word, and I don't know how long, so I'm a little fucking pissed off about it.
That's fine.
When it came down that he was going to sue me, I asked to talk to him. He refused.
Oh my God, we're back on Colt Cabana? Are we really back on Colt Cabana?
I asked for mediation. It was denied. I offered him money. He said it was not enough. He went ahead with the lawsuit and sued. It's his fucking funeral. I don't care.
Tony Khan just keeps taking sips of that fucking drink, man, because he's like, look, it's going to be a long fucking night. It is going to be a long fucking night sitting next to CM Punk after him winning a world title. And he's talking about everything under the sun and everybody under the sun except for the match that he just had, the title that he just won, and the guy that he just had the match with. And this is your world champion. This is the guy you want as the face of your fucking company.
Soon as you get the word, you goons. Soon as you're giving the word.
He shares a bank account with his mother that tells you all you need to know about what kind of character that is. Thank you. I appreciate it, Nick. I'm sorry if I'm a little fucking snippy.
That's fine. That's
I'm
fine.
hurt and I'm old and I'm fucking tired. and I work with fucking children.
I respect the situation.
I regret not answering your question the
And
first
I
time you
only
asked
asked it because I have some familiarity and just wanted some clarification on the story.
I understand that you're a guy that can walk into a locker room and not give a fuck. No, I understand not giving a fuck what anybody thinks about you. I'm one of those very same people. But at the same time, you gotta be, if you are supposed to be the guy, you're not, you didn't win the TV title, you didn't win the whatever the fuck, millionth fucking title they just came out with. Fam, you're the world champion. You're the face of the company, you're supposed to be one of the leaders of the locker room, and you're talking about you work with fucking children? And then now you're gonna, after this fucking media scrum tonight, you're gonna walk out and back into that locker room at some point, and they're gonna fucking remember that. They're gonna remember that you called them fucking children. This dude is going to destroy AEW, man. Tony Khan never should have brought CM Punk back. I'm just gonna say it. At this point, Tony Khan never should have brought this motherfucker back.
I should have just taken it head on like I did with Blake and Forbes recently.
We're all learning here, Tony. It's okay.
Thanks.
Again, just snarky comments to the fucking owner. Do wrestlers respect authority anymore? This dude may be the biggest fucking idiot in the world. Tony Khan may be the biggest fucking idiot in the world. Could be. Possibly. I'm not saying he is. I'm just saying it's possible he could be the biggest fucking idiot in the world. But he's still the guy that brought you here. At the end of the day, no one else brought you to AEW except for the man sitting right next to you. I really want to know, what is it? What is it with Tony Khan where these wrestlers just want to treat him like shit because this man wasn't getting that shit. Triple H ain't getting that shit. But Tony Khan is getting disrespected with the cameras on, with the microphones on. I can't imagine what he's dealing with backstage. These disrespectful fucks.
This is from Mindy's Bakery, by the way. It's a great place in Chicago if you like pastries and baked goods. I suggest
Promoting a bakery before you promote the AEW World Championship. You gotta be fucking kidding me.
you go there. They're closed on Mondays and Tuesdays, though.
Tony Khan's just like, bro, I cannot wait to fire this dude.
I don't think I've ever been as nervous as I am right now, but I'll direct this one to Tony. You saw the reaction MJF got when he came back out at the end of the night. Do you have any worries that...
That's what's great about AEW and pro wrestling. We're not trying to tell people what to think. This is a really compelling story. People were emotionally moved. People are calling that a great ending, and I'm really glad people liked it. But the fact is, it was a great match, and it was a great ending, and now we'll see what happens on Wednesday.
Is that going to headline Arthur Ashe, that match?
I'm not going to comment on it.
You go down.
Oh, thank you.
I'll tell you why I'm upset about it. Is because if you're an EVP, you don't try to middle your top babyface. Try to get your niche audience that's on the internet to hate him for some made-up bullshit rumor. Really pisses me off. Stepping on your own dick, trying to fucking, make money, sell tickets, fill arenas, and these stupid guys think they're in receipt.
Before I, end this, I do want to say, man, CM Punk, to me, is now a certified asshole, man. Like, this guy is grade A, like, top tier asshole. And not in like an MJF way either. Like, he's like a legit, like why? Why do all this? Why vilify your own, why vilify your own roster? Your own coworkers, your own fellow wrestlers. Why vilify the company of AEW, calling out their executive vice presidents, their EVPs? Why do that? Why call out the Young Bucks, Kenny Omega? Well, I guess they're the only EVPs left after Cody left. And then you're putting Tony Khan in a tough situation. But CM Punk, like I've said before, does not care because he only cares about his own damn self. And now he's saying that pretty much AEW is stepping on their own dick. Because they're saying, hey, CM Punk's a fucking problem. And we called it from the fucking jump. We called it from the jump. CM Punk is a problem. That's what the EVP said. So, look, man, I don't know what's going to happen on Wednesday night. But we obviously won't know, I guess, for a while what's going on with CM Punk behind closed doors. But AEW definitely has a backstage problem. And it has seeped its way onto television. And has seeped its way into the dirt sheets. Fam, AEW is about to screw AEW if CM Punk doesn't do it first. Anyways, man, make sure you guys hit that like and that subscribe. It's your boy Corn. It's Half-Ass Pod, and I am OUT.